Embarking on the journey of STEM education is like planting seeds of innovation in young mind, cultivating a garden of knowledge that will bloom into the future of endless possibility. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, a very warm welcome to the esteemed educators gathered here today. I, Anuradha Dallela, Assistant Director of Education Business, and it's an honor to stand here before you and share some thoughts on the epic topic which is very close to my heart, STEM education and its pivotal role in shaping the future. First and foremost, it is a great privilege for all of us to come here together, and I earnestly request each one of you to infuse the educators' conversation with great success. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Let's understand this with a small video.
At the heart of this initiative is the vision of creating an ecosystem where learners are not just acquainted with science, technology, engineering, and math but are inspired by them. The motto is clear: to instill a passion for learning by integrating STEM streams into the daily lives of students. The India STEM Lab goes beyond conventional teaching methods, focusing on hands-on education with a special emphasis on robot building and science-based activities. The objectives of the India STEM Lab are ambitious and far-reaching. It's not just a space for experiments, it's a platform for transformation. For students, it's a gateway to seamlessly integrate STEM streams into their learning journey. The primary objective of India's STEM mission is to turn children into active learners, problem solvers, innovators, and leaders, preparing them for the future. In today's world of AI, robotics, augmented reality, virtual reality, and other digital technologies, we need an environment that fosters imagination and innovation. India's STEM mission encourages students to invest their time in new ideas, fostering creativity and skills. Being a member school isn't just about having a physical space, it's about being part of a dynamic community. Teachers gain professional knowledge through seminars, workshops, and round-table meetings. For students, being a part of the India STEM Lab opens up avenues of exposure and recognition. They can participate in the national level India STEM Innovation Challenge, showcasing their talents and winning awards and certificates. There's even a white card entry to the Innovation Challenge category of the World Robotics Championship, Technosian. The India STEM mission goes further, creating STEM youth clubs in every district, engaging students in various activities. Selected projects with commercial potential will be promoted to raise project funds, and students will have the opportunity to visit industrial units, science cities, ISRO, and even NASA. As we conclude this journey through the empowering essence of the India STEM Lab, remember that it's not just a lab, it's a catalyst for dreams, innovation, creativity, and excellence. Stay tuned for more exciting revelations, and if this journey resonated with you, and keep pushing the boundaries of knowledge.
STEM. STEM forms the backbone of a progressive and dynamic society. As educators, we play a crucial role in cultivating the curiosity and passion of these subjects in our students. The enhance of education lies only in encountering the curriculum, but in guiding students towards the height of excellence. In this fast-paced world, where the advancement in technology are transforming every aspect of our life, STEM education becomes more than just a subject. It becomes a way of thinking, problem solving, and innovation. It equips our student with the skill needed to navigate the challenges of the 21st century. STEM makes student creative and out-of-box thinker. It develops problem-solving skills, make youth employable and ready for future jobs. It encourages teamwork and collaboration, and also encourages inventions. I remember one another quote which says, "The center of excellence is not just a space, it's the nucleus of innovation, a forge where knowledge is shaped and brilliance is crafted." It's not merely a destination, it's the launching pad for the extraordinary. The Center of Excellence in Industry 4.0 represents a pivotal hub for innovation and advancement in the rapidly evolving landscape for the fourth industrial revolution. Industry 4.0, characterized by the integration of smart technology like IoT, AI, and data analyst, is transforming traditional manufacturing process into highly interconnected and intelligent system. In this transformative journey, COE plays a crucial role in providing specialized expertise, fostering research and development, and facilitating the adoption of cutting edge technology. Let's understand something about our organization, which is AICRA.
Welcome to the All India Council for Robotics and Automation, a driving force in shaping the technological landscape of our nation. In a world where innovation is key, this council stands as a beacon, ushering in a future where robotics and automation redefine the way we live, work, and progress. At the core of our mission is a commitment to lead, support, and catalyze advancements in robotics and automation across India. Our vision goes beyond technology. It envisions a landscape where these advancements become a transformative force, driving progress, efficiency, and innovation in every sector. Step into the world of our strategic initiatives. From fostering educational programs that nurture the next generation of innovators to promoting cutting-edge research that pushes the boundaries of what's possible, the All India Council for Robotics and Automation is at the forefront of cultivating a thriving ecosystem. But our impact goes beyond the labs and classrooms. We're transforming industries, empowering businesses, and creating a ripple effect that touches every aspect of society. As we drive the adoption of robotics and automation, we're not just embracing the future, we're actively shaping it. Join us on this journey of technological brilliance. The All India Council for Robotics and Automation is not just an organization, it's a movement. Together, we are pioneers, shaping a future where the synergy of robotics and automation propels our nation into a new era of innovation and progress.
One another quote: research and development is very important in the growth and success of mankind. No nation or people become greater without these two, and the STEM education is here to assist us. I am proud to introduce our organization that shapes our commitment to fostering STEM education and Center of Excellence, AICRA, the All India Council for Robotics and Automation. AICRA is dedicating to promote Center of Excellence in Robotics and Automation education across India. The program not only enhances technical skill but also nurture creativity and critical thinking. AICRA believes in the power of hand-on learning and real-world application. They provide platform for students to participate in robotics competition, coding challenges, and innovation projects. This provides our students with the golden opportunity to glean not just knowledge, but also the art of self-reliance and the finesse of teamwork. Our mission is to make Indian youth ready for the future assignment by engaging them in STEM learn experience and examine problem and to create a plan to solve them. As an educator, we have a responsibility not just to impart knowledge, but to inspire and guide our students towards becoming future leaders and innovators. AICRA initiative align with the vision, providing a platform for our students to excel and make meaningful contribution to the field of STEM and COE. Now I request Naveen ji to please join us on the stage to brief more regarding Center of Excellence and Next Generation.
Good afternoon, everybody. And I welcome all the distinguished guests, principals, teachers, colleagues who are there over here. I'd not like to go with the PPT. I'll take the sessions basically going over practically what happens. Going by the PPT is very easy. I can also go through the PPT and that will be fine. But what I want everybody to understand, what is the concept of it? The concept basically, earlier it was known as next generation. And now, as we have shifted over to STEM, but sometimes I get a notion, why STEM? Why cannot it be collaborated with all the things? Like children are learning, many formulations are there for children. They learn, they don't have a structured curriculum. Nowadays, I see some people must be there from the CBSE affiliated schools. In the CBSE affiliated schools, they have got 417, I suppose, if I am right. It is 417 subject. It is optional as well as mandatory. Some schools have opted for it and some have not. I have seen the handbook and skills for the teachers, which has been mentioned into the handbook. But I am into abyss. I don't understand how do we check skills of the student if you don't have a lab and you are using 417 as a mandatory subject. Some schools I have been traveling pan-India, set up labs with MGF Research Center at Chennai, Hyderabad Institute of Technology and Management, Jammu University, and many more schools. Even DBI in Kerala, we have got a channel partner. The gentleman is here. And so on that concept, I'd like to explain what exactly is a lab, what we provide, and what the channel partners' role play into it is there. Either STEM lab or next generation lab, we basically disintegrate the labs into three parts. The first part being hardware and software, and the second part being training and curriculum, and the third part being exam and certification. What we do is we provide a one-stop shop. Suppose a school is setting up a lab and they say we want a school, the school says we want a lab for our own. So we have got that option also with us where they can own the lab and we can provide the training. So there are different options available. But as I was saying, I'll disintegrate the lab into three parts, hardware and software. On a minuscule charge, we provide hardware and software. And then there comes training and curriculum. There's a one full-time trainer which will be provided either in the school or in the college as per the provided roster by the school and college, and he will be taking periods over there. In the curriculum part, we have got structured curriculum on robotics, that is O-level, A-level, and B-level, whereby over the period of time, we have also enhanced ourselves with STEM lab and with the STEM mission, and we have added STEM projects into O-lab, A-level, and B-level, so that it becomes an integrated project for each class and each student. Now there's a contribution by, we call it zero inception basically. There's a contribution by each student to set up a lab. I don't want to go more into basics of commercials. Then the third part which I'll disintegrate will be exam and certification. For the exam and certification part, as I told you, it is a one-stop shop. Exam and certification also will be provided by our engineer over there in the school, and the SPOC which will be allotted to the school from our side. Single point of contact will be there and he will be providing you the exam papers. We have got two choices. We can have it physically or not online, and then we have got portals created. We can have exam online also where we get instantaneous results. So generally people have a query in the mind. We will come over to the FNQ session after this. Let me explain totally what exactly it is. To the commercials part, we generally charge 1,200 rupees to each student for enrollment purpose. At the enrollment purpose, the added advantage over there is for 3 years or 5 years, wherever the MOU is signed on the dotted line, we provide free upgradation, free maintenance of the lab. Generally, we term it as AMC, annual maintenance contract. So we don't sign a contract, we sign an MOU with you. The lab will be set up by us. we will be maintaining it and we will be upgrading it. So not a single paisa from the school's treasury will be invested into it. This is on the hardware and the software part. The second part is the curriculum. We've got a structured curriculum. After the meet, we'll have an interactive session whereby I can tell you what projects we make. There are STEM projects also, projects pertaining to AI, IoT, certain projects are there which are inculcated into the curriculum as far we are advancing. Then some schools have apprehensions that we cannot give you the whole strength for participating in the lab. We will run it as a pilot project, as a hobby classes. So what we require from a school, we generally tell the school, we start with 200 students. Check us out for a year. And if you feel you are comfortable for it, we will go forward. Next year, we'll be adding on more students. Hereby, some schools have different notions and they say, we want to own the lab. We say, that is also fine. We will be providing you a lab and we will be providing you trainers. You own the lab, but you will be looking after the maintenance of it. So for the zero inception part, which I was explaining earlier, the best part, we can call it USP or the best part or the benefit of school, you don't have any charges for maintenance and upgradation, for exam and certification. Even some people who are there from CBSE schools, ICSE schools, the board charges for examination fee also. We don't. That is our curriculum, which we are preparing exam papers for, and they are checked by us. Only the invigilation part is required from the school. One or the other teacher will be engaged for a certain part of time. Now, what is the advantage for schools when we set up a lab over there? For the past 7 years approximately, we are having World Robotics Championship. It is termed as Technogian, TECHNO, X as in xylophone, ION. Technogian. If anybody, generally everybody is tech savvy these days, all must be using YouTube. Just type Technogian and you'll get the 6 to 7 years history. We have been, last year we had it in Sector 21 Noida, wrapped down on 25th and 26th of August. We had 22 odd countries participating and schools and colleges pan-India. So there was a good constructive strength of around 15 to 20,000 in a stadium, and whereby 9 events were there. You get escalated seeing that atmosphere over there. So what advantage the school gets? We prepare the students as per the events over there. We give them additional benefit of pulling in the WRC. There is a participation fee which is generally charged for participation in Technogian. That is waived off for the school where we set up a lab. And a team of 10 people can participate in WRC. And this year we have added some more events in Technogian, like different events which will be showcased first time. That we had earlier like Robo Soccer, like Bot Combat, but now this year we will be adding something like Quadcopter. Quadcopter fight will be there, or Quadcopter soccer will be there. So that is an extreme level we are taking ourselves. We are enhancing year after year. So I would like to invite everybody in the coming sessions which we have declared. You can go on the site technogian.com and register yourself or your team from the school over there. Now coming to the next part is channel partners. Many of the people who are not from Delhi, outside Delhi, have queries that how do we provide service to them? We've got channel partners, pan-India. We call them channel partners, but they are disintegrated into different levels. Some people look after district, some are contacted as the bigger part is a lab set up by in a school or college, whereby the engineers are trained over there, and that engineers which are trained over there are posted in schools on deputation for the part we have signed MOU with the school. So this is what the formulation is, and this is how it goes. I hope if anybody is having any question and answer, I am readily agreeing to answer all your questions. Madam, can you provide a mic to the person? Yeah, please. It depends. Don't mind, will you go for a pilot project or you go for a full-fledged school? Pilot projects, we require 200 students and 600 to 700 square feet of. If you have a computer lab in your school, it might have been opened around 10 years back. It will be a very big size. We'll bifurcate it into two.
And so what kind of equipment that you are going to put in that lab? I mean, it's just the computer is required or anything else that you need?
Computers come under infrastructure for software downloading and feeding into the robots, which we prepare over there. In that lab, we will be having different sections. The section will be 3D printing section where the 3D machine will be there. There will be an IoT section with robotics. There will be a mathematics session and there will be industrial automation section also. It depends on the students, how tech savvy they are and what pace they learn. In 600 square feet of lab for 200 students, we can teach them everything.
Sir, then what grade of students that you take, which class do you prefer for?
I am coming to a point. Some people who go in for 200 students, they might not make it mandatory. 200 students can be divided. You are getting 200 students. You are getting from 3rd, 4th, 5th. You are getting from primary. You are getting from middle school. You are getting from secondary. Senior secondary generally we omit because they are moreover pressurized by their parents to learn. And this is an advantage. If somebody is having an inclination towards engineering, he can learn all these subjects. I'm sorry, please rephrase your question. I went haywire.
No, sir, you are right. I mean, I was asking that, first of all, which grade?
Yep, I got you, madam. Grade, if you are opting for it as mandatory, we can go from 2nd grade to 12th class. And if you are having around 2,000, 2,500 or 3,000 students, I have certain labs running pan-India where there are student strength is approximately 4,000. And I've got around 3 labs in the school. For the primary section, there's a different lab. For a middle section, there's a different lab. And secondary section is a different lab because they are running with parallel rooster. Parallel periods are there. In your regular curriculum, that curriculum is inculcated and a timetable for separate timetable is there. Students go by with each class. So each class of 30, 40 students attend. In the timetable, each class comes. So thereby we have to have 3 labs. But if you are going in for a pilot project, we'll have a single lab over there and we can utilize your 0 period. Are you having a 0 period in your school? So we can have a 0 period. There will be approximately two periods or you can call it 2 hours. I don't know because certain schools have 30-minute periods, certain schools have 35, certain 40. But the duration of the time or lab for teaching in a 200 students is around 4 hours or 2 hours a week. So 0 hours is utilized. Because you will be getting 200 students. There are 40 students from 3rd, 4th, 5th. So we cannot pick up breaking your timetable, student from 2 from there, 4 from there, 5 from there. So in the 0 period, it's a neutralized period. The student from 3rd, 4th, 5th primary attends.
So maybe after the school?
After the school, Saturday and Sunday, it is the school's prerogative to write a mail or a CRM पे एक message splash करें कि the classes will go on Saturday and Sunday. Our engineer is present there. We are running this system also with some schools.
So if we have classes 3, 4, 5 coming together at the same time, can you conduct the classes for all of them together or task?
Yes, I will come to that your point. Generally the basics, see it is electronics and communication inculcated over there in the subject, robotics inculcated over there. So does a 3rd, 4th, 5th class student know about electronics? So the basics have to be inculcated first. The basic has to be very clear so that he can understand. So the curriculum which will be taught, the basic will be the same, but certain projects from 2nd class, 3rd class and 4th class will be different. Because if I tell a 4th class student or 5th class student what is a register, some might know, some might not know because the media is very strong. They go on Google and they will find out. If I tell them how do you test the tolerance of that resistance, he will not be knowing. So basics have to be taught.
Basics means, sir, that class 2 will be separate, class 3 will be separate.
In hobby classes, all the 3 classes in 0 period can attend together. In that, primary will be attending. So, see, third class student won't sit with 10th class student. They'll fight together. So third, fourth, fifth will sit together. A 1-0 period will be utilized, means 45 minutes or 40 minutes periods will be utilized.
And so which are the equipment that you will be providing in the lab? So if you have any lab setup and you have any photograph of it?
I have lot of lab setups, but I will interact with you personally. I'll give you a lot of photographs and lab settings which we have. We have got different type of lab settings. For college, it is called a COE, Center of Excellence. But for school, it is NXR or STEM lab. Depending if they are already having a lab in robotics in the prior year, then we shift them over to STEM. If they don't have anything, we first start with the basics with NXR and AI lab with them, whereby the basics are robotics over there. Anybody?
As you have said that it is going to be 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees per child, it is.
It's very clear. It's 1,200 rupees. It's not neither 1,000 nor 2,000.
Okay.
It's 1,000 rupees per child, once in 3 or 5 years, whatever the MOU signed with you.
Okay. So one child will pay once in the whole session, I mean, for.
In 3 years.
In 3 years.
Once. That is it. That is basically, call it a registration charge, but that is the lab setup cost. Suppose you are having 200 students. A basic lab costs around, I should not go in costing, but basic lab costs around 5 to 6 lakh rupees. Thereby the grant comes into play. It is not ATL grant, it is the AICRA grant which we provide under corporate social responsibility. That is, if you multiply 1,200 with 200, you get 2,40,000 rupees. Please check.
Yes, sir.
But the lab costing is around 5 lakh rupees.
Yes, sir.
So that will be, we will be footing it from that. You can call it grant. Generally, people don't call it grant because we are not a government institution, we are a council.
But it's an amazing opportunity, sir, that you are providing to the school.
Thank you very much, madam. Anybody else has?
Is it the same for middle school?
Yep.
6 to 8?
Yep.
The same setup?
12th, the same setup is
The
there.
curriculum will remain the same?
Curriculum will remain the same, O level, A level and B level. Only the certain projects will change.
All right,
Because 6th class students, if he is joining, from 6th class he is joining.
definitely.
If I teach him what is a semiconductor or what is a PNP conductor, he won't understand. Suppose if I ask you, I'm sorry, please don't mind. If you are a teacher, you might be a PGT, TGT, but you must not be in electronics. If I ask you something, you must be in mathematics. You can ask me ki integration bata do, but I'll be blank, I'll be staring. The similar way it is with students.
All right. And will it be different for hobby classes as compared to the regular options if the children take
The summer workshops are different. The hobby classes is basically, if you take 200 students at pilot classes, it will be considered as hobby classes.
Okay.
200 students from different sections or spanning from 2nd class to 12th class, it becomes hobby class for them.
Okay. So
If you
after
make it a, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Please carry.
Sorry. Please continue.
If you make it mandate for the school, I suppose I can recognize some of the people sitting over here from schools. Somebody from Rajendra Nagar is also there, and I can recognize people. So if you make it a mandate for 3,000 students, then it will be mandatory for each student to attend as a period.
Okay. So
Anybody else?
at the end of the
Yeah.
session, we would like to ask you, what is that you require from the school side?
We require
providing that
infrastructure, Wi-Fi connections, and some computers. Generally, these infrastructures the school has. I won't tell you to create a special table for them. It is only the table chairs which the students utilize, that is there. If the schools wants special preference for students ki work table alag banai jaye, so we give them design and they can get it created from their own vendor.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
I am still open. The session is open. Anybody can ask me anything on what I explained.
So how can we approach you? I mean,
Madam, Anuradha madam, please help madam to approach me. That will be much easier. You can provide her my number. I am always open and approachable 24/7, madam. My number is always flashed. You can also approach on the number which is behind the STEM STEM brochure. This is our central number. They will guide you to me. Just ask them, would like to talk to Naveen Chabra.